Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. If you're looking at this model and you say, oh, I got this. This is an 80s Fiat. But you are in a very correct road towards guessing the car, but you must have looked already the title in the base. But at the same time, you're seeing something wrong with the base. Maybe it's an extra letter in the model name. Well, let me give you a proper presentation. What I got for you right now, it's a 143 scale 1985 Fiat Regatta. Now the regatta is with a double T. And why is this? Why is it with a double T when in Italy it's regatta with one T? Because this was the Fiat Regatta that was built in Argentina. Now this regatta right here, it was built in Argentina, and I was reading that it says here not just in Latin America was called regatta in the markets that was sold with a double T. Also, as in Sweden, the car was called Regatta too. Unlike the European sisters that says here, like European markets, that was called only a Regatta with one T, except for Sweden. Also, in Europe, this was considered a compact middle mid-sized car. In Latin America, this was considered like an upmarket type of car because it was a little bigger than usual, smaller, like the Fiat Uno and the Fiat. They had a Fiat Spacio and the Fiat 147, smaller size uh, Fiats from Latin America. This was a little bigger, a bigger sedan. Now, the Regatta in Argentina was built between 1985 till 1995. 56,789 models were built, and with limited exports, they exported to Venezuela and to Chile because Venezuela and Chile also had a lower barriers for entry. Some countries in Latin America were harder to get in, I guess the tariffs, because they wanted it certain. I'm not sure what was the reason in reality. Charging more, I guess, because, example, there's certain countries in Latin America, cars are very expensive because their tariffs are huge, hugely high. But some other countries have a lower tariffs and lower um, barriers for them to entry to. Engines on these cars, they had a 1.5. I'm talking about the Argentinian Regatta, the one that we're looking at right now, not the one that was sold in Italy and other parts of the world. This one um, had a 1.5, and it came. It only had 85 horse. No, 82 horsepower, 1.5 liter, four cylinder. But then they had a little bigger engine. They came out with 20. Let me see. I tell you right now, 1.5 super, but it had 10 more horsepower. So it was instead of 82, it was 92 horsepower. Okay, I'm gonna let it go around a little bit so you can have a nice look at it, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. Don't forget also, I forgot to mention, the Fiat Regatta Weekend, which was a station wagon version, was also sold in Argentina and other countries in Latin America. They were only produced between 1986 to 1992. Okay, now I do see that also on the very last 3 years, at least for the Regatta Weekend, the wagon, they also came out with the same engine from the Fiat Tipo, which was a 1.6. So they, for the last 3 years, I guess 89, no, 90, 91, 92, they had also a 1.6 on the Fiat Regatta Weekend. Okay. All right, everyone. So, what do you guys think about these cars? The Fiat from Italy, the Fiat from Argentina, it's the same Fiat Regatta. It's just with a maybe a little different in options, and the name has an extra T. But at the end of the day, it's the same car. Did you like those Fiat Regattas? Did you find them attractive? Did you think it was just a basic squarish 80s car? We know that the 80s had a lot of squarish models. Was it a car that you was it already the Fiat's demise on giving good looking cars, the squarish, quite not very not so much details as you might want to have in a car, but at the same time it had its looks. I think the car had its looks. I think the car, it was not as bad looking. Not sure how reliable they were, but it did its job. It covered like the mid-size group in Fiat upline, the line. All right, everyone. Don't forget to give me a beautiful thumbs up. Thank you so much. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I post more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say. And comment below what you guys think about this Fiat. Did you like them? Did you find them attractive, reliable? Have you ever drove one of these? Were they sold in your country? All right, everyone. Goodbye.